In the 4th century, a teenage boy inherited one of the richest empires on earth and changed the religious map of Africa forever. His name was Ezana, and his decision to embrace Christianity would make his kingdom the oldest continuously Christian state in the world. This is the story of the emperor the world forgot. Ezana was born around the year 303 CE in the city of Axum, in what is now northern Ethiopia. He was the son of King Ella Amida, also known as Usanus, and Queen Sophia. His father ruled a wealthy trading empire that dominated the Red Sea, dealing in gold, ivory, spices, and tortoiseshell with Rome, India, and the Middle East through the great port of Adulis. When Ella Amida died around 320 CE, Ezana was only about 6 or 7 years old. Too young to rule, his mother Sophia stepped in as regent, but she had a plan. She sought out the empire's most brilliant mind to educate her son, a Syrian Christian named Frumentius. Frumentius had arrived in Axum under dramatic circumstances. Shipwrecked and captured, he had risen to become a trusted royal secretary. For years, he tutored Ezana in Greek philosophy, administration, and the Christian faith. The two formed a bond that would reshape history. By the early 320s, Ezana had come of age and taken the throne. He immediately proved he was no figurehead. He adopted the title King of Kings, claiming dominion over Axum, Saba, Himyar, Radin, the Beja tribes, and Kasu. His brothers Shayazana and Hatafan led campaigns against the nomadic Beja people who had been raiding trade caravans. But Ezana's most famous military expedition came later, around 350 CE, when he marched against the Noba peoples in the Nile Valley. Here's something most people get wrong. Many sources say Ezana destroyed the kingdom of Meroe, but his own inscriptions don't actually mention Meroe or its rulers at all. They describe campaigns against the Noba. Historians now debate whether Ezana delivered the final blow to Meroe, or whether the kingdom had already collapsed from internal decline. What we know for certain is that Ezana's armies burned villages, took thousands of prisoners, and erected stone monuments to celebrate their victories. Now, the date of Ezana's conversion is more complicated than it seems. Ethiopian tradition places it around 324 CE, but scholars analyzing his coins and inscriptions argue it likely happened in the mid-330s, or even the 340s. Some researchers note that 333 in the Ethiopian calendar equals roughly 340 CE in our calendar. What we do know is this: early in his reign, Ezana called himself Son of Marum, the Axumite war god, and his coins bore pagan symbols, the disc and crescent. After his conversion, those symbols vanished. In their place, the cross. His coins now bore the Greek inscription, Tuto Arisiti Hora, may this please the country. Frumentius traveled to Alexandria, where Saint Athanasius consecrated him as the first bishop of Axum. Together, Ezana and Frumentius began building churches across the kingdom. Tradition says 44 churches were founded during Ezana's reign. Archaeologists have uncovered what may be the oldest Christian building in sub-Saharan Africa, a basilica at Beth Samadi, dating to his rule. Ezana documented his reign on massive stone stelae, the most famous being the Ezana stone, inscribed in 3 languages, Ge'ez, Greek, and Sabaean. Scholars have noticed something fascinating. The Ge'ez version uses vague monotheistic language, while the Greek version openly proclaims the Trinity. It was a political masterstroke, reassuring his pagan subjects while signaling his new faith to the Christian world. One more correction to common claims. Ezana did not invent vowel markings for the Ge'ez language. The script already existed, derived from South Arabian writing. Vowel markings developed later in Ethiopia's history. Ezana's true contribution was using Ge'ez as a language of empire and Christian expression. Ezana died around 360 CE after roughly 4 decades on the throne. His body is believed to lie beneath the mighty king Ezana Stele, a single slab of granite rising 69 feet, the tallest monument of ancient Axum. Both Ezana and Frumentius, known to Ethiopians as Abuna Salama, Father of Peace, are revered as saints. When the Islamic conquest swept across North Africa in the 7th century, every other Christian kingdom on the continent fell. Every one except Ethiopia. The roots Ezana planted ran too deep, and a millennium and a half later, Ethiopia would become the only African kingdom to resist European colonization in the 19th century. From a child king tutored by a shipwrecked Syrian to the ruler who turned an empire toward a faith that would outlast empires, Ezana's story reminds us that history's most profound turns often begin with a single person's choice. He didn't just change a kingdom, he changed a continent. If you want more history they don't teach in school, like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss the untold stories of history.